Okay, this is the last structural, it's hard to say that, structural component of the camper to fix, which is the tail end. We just took the tail end off. It's over here. I'll wash it, clean it up, and then all the old insulation that was in there was disgusting, and there were evidence of mice throughout there when we took the back off. As you can see down here, some little nut shells were in there. So we vacuumed this all out. It's actually not terrible, except for this part. I did find a board today at Lowe's that could go there. I just didn't want to spend a lot of money on a small area. It's only, I don't know, 8 inches deep. It's not very big. We might see if we can make something from stuff we have here. We have some leftover plywood and whatnot. We kind of want to curtail our spending a little bit. So we're going to see if we can, kills this, prime it, replace the screws, get it back in decent shape, to put the cover back on, get it painted, and kind of be done with this little project. So here goes the tail end project. Alright, it took a little finagling, but we got the bed portion out, and this is what we've got here, and it needs to be replaced. So we're going to do that. We're not sure. We think this board is salvageable. We'll just sand it down and put some kills on it. But we do need some extra support under here for the spare tire carrier, because it was just sagging and bending the fiberglass or whatever that thing is made out of. So that is the next plan. And I forgot to mention, we did buy some new insulation. So I bought, the pink fiberglass insulation. So we are going to lay some back down in this area down here where it was. And so we'll just fill it in. Luckily the smallest I could find was a 24-foot roll. I don't think we'll need that much. But, I don't know, we'll probably use 12 or 15 feet of it. But I did buy the insulation. I don't know what it does. Maybe it keeps moisture off of the wood back here. I can't imagine it does anything great. There's no water or anything back here. But since it was there, I'm going to put some back. Alright, I'm cleaning the back side of the tail end. It was absolutely disgusting. I wanted to wet down the old insulation so fibers wouldn't fly anywhere, so I wet it down and scraped it up. The loose stuff we got yesterday, but this was really, really dirty. So I'm cleaning it with Simple Green. I already cleaned the other side. And then we've got the back ready to go. Our new board is in, and my husband, we had to snip all the tail lights. There didn't appear to be a way to just disconnect them. So he knows how to do splicing and stuff, so he'll splice them back, and hopefully we'll have this thing back on today. And my husband zip-tied all of the wires together, put them on hooks so they don't just dangle freely and move about. So they'll be all secured when it's on the road. Alright, so 5 hours later, we finally have this back on. The problem with the back of this being so rotted out is we really couldn't see or didn't remember how this little wheel went. We were thinking there was this block here, so the wheel went there, but nope, it goes back here. So we already had this piece in, so we had to chisel out and jigsaw that out so that this wheel could freely spin, which now it does. We had to put in a 1/2-inch piece of plywood strip in here because we weren't deep enough. We didn't want to compress this part because then it wouldn't fit, this trim piece wouldn't fit. So we cut 2 pieces to put inside there. Then we were able to fit this in and have the wheel spin and put new butyl tape in and got this back piece back on. So a couple of points: if you're going to put roll-out fiberglass stuff in there, make sure it's away from the edges, anywhere it's going to compress up against the body. We had a little bit of fitment problems because of that. And also make sure your butyl tape spends 10 minutes in the freezer if it's the least bit warm outside. Makes it way easier to unroll. It was like silly putty. I couldn't get it to unroll, so we popped it in the freezer for 10 minutes and it made a world of difference on how it unrolled. So this is all back together. We just have to put these tail lights on, and we're going to put the bed back in place.